Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 20 in season number 2 of the Turkey Hill Series. We've already hit 20 here, and we are here at the Boston International Speedway for the Totino's Pizza Rolls, or Totino's Pizza Rolls, I should say, 250, a 38-lap race. I'm so tired. It's 10:13 Friday night, and you guys are seeing it Saturday morning. This is actually quite a late time for me to be doing it. Normally I'd get the Saturday race done like Wednesday or Thursday, but of course, Thanksgiving holiday and all that, really haven't gotten the time to get to this until now. But anyways, we are here for the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250, a 38-lap race here around this 1-mile racetrack in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And it should be a good one. We had a Cup Series race here in season number 3. I do not believe that the Cup Series will be returning to this track, but this track will remain in the Turkey Hill Series. Anyways, let's get to the starting lineup for this race. Garrett Zenor starts on the pole in the number 35 after crashing last time at Chicagoland, which was yesterday. It wasn't yesterday for me. I recorded that race back on Tuesday. It's been a while since I've done a race here. But Garrett Zenor, he is on the pole. Alongside him, it is, let me see where he is in points. I know he's up there. Whoa. It is 4th in points, Nathan Stapleton. And we have ourselves Jacob Reed, Austin Spencer, Tristan Allen, Nick Pericles. 2nd in points, Jesse Turner, L.J. Mills, Matt Dalio, Max North. 3rd in points, Trey Bartos, Stuart Gratton. 5th in points, Nicholas Samadeo, Dean Wickard, Tristan Walker, Davey Johnson, Johnny Bryant, Christian Master, Jordan Newman, Abe Troxel, Cameron Gaju, Joe Larvin, Alonzo, Jonathan Dufit, Cameron Garlington, John Arndt, Alex Bonsinor, who won the last race here in the Turkey Hill Series yesterday at Chicagoland, Justin Roberts, Marilyn Birdsall, points leader Nicholas Gratton, Seth Cole, Kevin Gandara, Riley White, Blaine Keys, Caleb Hoffman, Tyler Selzman, Oscar Ramirez, Season 1 champion Eric Almenhart, Ben Clark, Elijah Gordon, and 6th in points, Henry Lace. I only mentioned the top 6 who were in points. Of course, you just look at the end of the last video if you want to see the point standings heading into this race. Anyways, let's get this race started. I've gone too far with the beginning of this one, and you guys deserve to see some racing. Hopefully everybody rolls off okay, and it doesn't appear that that's going to be the case. Jonathan Dufit. Nicholas Amadeo drove that car last season. But yeah, I'm giving away the results of the race. If it was on lap 13, I had this sitting for quite a while, so that's why we were that far ahead. Okay, now we're ready to get this thing started, and always the second time around, it always works where everybody rolls off the second time. Never fails. Anyways, here we go. Pace car is going to pull off and almost hit the pit road wall, and it will be led by Garrett Zenor at the line. So here we go. We're racing at Boston in the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250 in the Turkey Hill Series. In the turn 1 they go. Now this track is kind of like Dover in a way. Actually, you know what? When you think about it, it's a lot like Rockingham. It's not really like Dover. It's a lot like Rockingham. But it's a very unique track, but a very nice track, a nice clean track. I like it, and these drivers like it as well. Garrett Zenor is going to lead the first lap of action. Here comes Nick Pericles in the 90. We got L.J. Mills in the 42. Haven't really seen much of him at all this season. As a matter of fact, he's got quite a long losing streak here on Napa Fan. Now, he hasn't raced in as many races as, say, Garrett Zenor or Austin Spencer, but it has been since season 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, all the way back in April, since L.J. Mills has won a race here on Napa Fan, but it looks like he might have a shot at doing that here today. And for the point standing situation, we got Jesse Turner, who is the points leader for a majority of the season. Just recently lost the points lead a couple races ago to Nicholas Gratton. He is right now running in 4th, while Nicholas Gratton in the 16 is running in 24th. It's a great opportunity for Jesse Turner to gain some points on the leader. It is still, however, Garrett Zenor out front trying to get his 8th career Napa fan win. He has not won since, I'm not going to say it, because the last time I mentioned that he crashed. We all remember that. Well, we don't all remember that. Not everybody watched that race yesterday, but some of us know exactly what happened yesterday in that race. And I just need to keep my fat mouth shut. Anyways, Sidnor's still out front. But here comes Pericles in the number 90. Now, Pericles won at Darlington earlier in the week, back on Monday. And I'm just going to say this right now. I am really shocked. I got 19 likes on that race. That's just unprecedented. That is one of the most liked races I've ever gotten, ever. And for just a stupid little 23-lap race at Darlington in the Turkey Hill Series, I mean, that's just mind-boggling that I got that many likes on a Turkey Hill Series race. But anyways, thank you guys very much for doing that. I greatly appreciate it. I'm not entirely sure what, caused you guys to like it so much. But, hey, I greatly appreciate all the likes, and also all the likes on the Thanksgiving 500. We hit 20 there yesterday, so actually it was technically today, but when you guys are seeing this, it was yesterday. But anyways, thank you guys for 20 likes on that race. It's always good to see those special events get a lot of likes and a lot of appreciation. They take a lot longer than these races, and it's good to see them be appreciated, because you should appreciate special events here on Napa Fan. And everywhere else in the NRLOA. I know NASCAR does a lot of special events now here in the NRLOA. He does a fantastic job with his races. And if you haven't checked him out already, go check him out. Because he does a fantastic job with his races. The newest NRLOA member. And he does a lot of races on his channel. That's Tristan Allen. He drives the number 22 in this series. We have not had a pass for the lead yet, but it has come close. Nick Pericles in the 90 has been pressuring this 55 quite a while, but he just lost a little bit of ground, and here comes LJ Mills for second place. Now, this isn't kind of the track where we see a lot of passing, but it's not like the guy who is in the lead stays up there the whole race and dominates, because, we're going to see a pass for the lead most likely at some point throughout this race. Now, it's possible that it might not happen, but, normally, it will happen here at this racetrack, and that's kind of why I like the race here. We can get guys to stay out front for quite a while. If you remember the Cup race, Dejon Weeks, who won it, he was out front by like 5 or so seconds in that race, but he was not the pole sitter. He did not dominate that race. I mean, we do see, passes for the lead here at Boston. It's very possible, and LJ Mills might be a guy that might contend for this lead in a few laps. You got Jesse Turner. He's moved his way up to 3rd place. Nick Pericles has fallen back to 4th. Matt Dalio, who won an Auto Club earlier, he's right now running at 5th, trying to take 4th. Trey Bartow, who is right now 3rd in points heading into this race, trying to gain on the points leader. He's not gaining on 2nd in points, Jesse Turner, because Turner's ahead of him. But nonetheless, a great run for Bartow, running 6th in the number 26. And the driver who has the numbers reverse of that, Dean Wickard, is passing him for 6th place. Turner now pressuring LJ Mills. That is for 2nd place. It has been Garrett Zenor, and we have a caution on the racetrack. And Nicholas Gratton just crashed with his brother. The points leader, Nicholas Gratton, and the guy who gets caught up in everything, Stuart Gratton, both Roush Fenway cars, both torn up, and this is a huge, huge thing for the point standings. This is the points leader who is leading by 30 points at least, who has just crashed. Huge implications on the points. Huge, huge, huge. And it has to happen with his brother. Look at this. Gratton trying to get to the inside of this. Oh, there's something wrong with the 60. And, oh, man. Nicholas Gratton, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, normally one gets involved and the other doesn't, and it's normally Stewart that gets involved. But I'm sure Stewart's feeling really bad, just knocking his brother out of this race. That is one unfortunate event for the Grattan family right there. But there's something that goes on this number 60. He's on this outside, and he just, like, stops. I'm going to go on board with that 60 and see what it sounded like, but the 60 and the 16. And normally when we have crashes here at Boston, it's usually because somebody has a problem. And the 16, he just ran right into him when he slowed down. He did not expect the 60 to slow down, and when he went to pass him, he just got right into him, and hard into the wall he went. And as I said, this is huge for the point standings, especially considering that Jesse Turner and Trey Barger, who are second and third in points, both running in the top 10 right now. And if Nicholas Grattan cannot survive this and he finishes in 40th or 39th, it opens the door wide open for Turner and Bartow. We're going to go on board with Stuart Grattan, though. This is where the whole thing starts, and there's something that goes on this 60 to bring out this caution. Well, to ultimately bring out this caution. It's kind of hard to tell, but he obviously has to hit the brakes or something. Go in the cockpit. Maybe that'll tell us something. Okay, you see the RPM, and then all of a sudden it just goes down. Something obviously happened to that car, and we'll probably be able to tell at the end of the race when we have the finishing results. It usually tells us what happened to the car when they got knocked out. But that is just unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. It's bad enough that Nicholas Grattan got crashed, but his brother ended up getting involved as well. That is just one tough break for the Grattan family, and those guys, two of the best drivers on NAPFan. Now, Stewart, not the best of luck, but Nicholas Grattan, he's done a fantastic job this season, getting that 16 in the points lead up to this point. But with that crash, he might just lose it. We're just going to have to see how it all plays out. And Garrett Sonor. Now, I was about to say here, this track here, Boston International Speedway, is basically the replacement for Nazareth that we had in Season 1. And in that race, Nazareth, Adam Pinchon won, driving this very car, this number 55. It is now driven by Garrett Sonor. So in this kind of standalone slot for the Turkey Hill Series, this 55 does a good job. I think it's not the last standalone spot for the Turkey Hill Series, but last season it was, as far as I know. We still have Armory Digital, which is a standalone spot, standalone from the Cup Series. Of course, we're not racing the Cup Series same time as the Turkey Hill Series and Napa Truck Series here, but this would be, if we were doing all three series at the same time, trucks would be off this weekend. It would be Boston and I think Rockingham for the Cup Series. I think that's how it is. But yeah, let's get to the restart here at the Boston International Speedway in the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250 here at Boston. And we're back here at Boston. And Nicholas Grattan, he's still out there, but he is a lap down in that number 16. And it's going to take a lot for him to gain a lot of positions. You got Garrett Sonor, the leader, LJ Mills second, and then the guy who is second in points, but might be the points leader at the end of this one, Jesse Turner in the number 39, running in third. It's Matt Dallio, Nick Pericles, Dean Wicker, Davey Johnson, Trey Bartow, who is third in points heading into this race, Austin Spencer, and Nicholas Amadeo, who's fifth in points heading into this race, the top 10. And it does appear that Nicholas Grattan is going very, very slow. We might want to keep up with him here. Here comes Dallio underneath of Turner. That is for third. A good run by Dallio to the inside of Turner. And Dallio is going to take third place, trying to get his second win of the season and his fifth career win on NAPFan. And Bartow held up by the 16. Oh no! Bartow spun off the front bumper of Samadeo. Be careful! Be careful! And never mind. Big crash! The 98 of Tristan Walker involved. It's Salzman, it's Christian Master, Elijah Gordon, Hairgel Arvin Alonso. I think that was the 19 of Gaju and Trey Bartow. And this was caused by Nicholas Grattan. In the 16, the slow car. Look at what happens to Bartow. He comes down, tries to get to the inside of the 16. Samadeo is there. in the grass, and usually when that happens, oh my goodness, now that was just a complete fail. He just drove it right into the wall, and then those guys all get involved. It was actually Jonathan Duthit who I saw that I couldn't tell who it was. He's around Alonso, Walker, Elijah Gordon, Tyler Selzman, and Christian Master. That was a very unfortunate crash right there, and I know this is not in any ways Nicholas Gratton's fault. I mean, there's nothing he can do here. Bartow was the one that technically caused this whole thing. Now, I mean, Bartow here, he could have slowed that thing down. He's going 170. He could have easily slowed that thing down and get that thing turned onto the racetrack, but he didn't. That was a very bad mistake by the guy who was third in the points coming in here. And not only does he knock himself out, he's going to knock out quite a few guys. And an unfortunate event for a ton of guys in turn 2. And Elijah Gordon, he was at the back of the field when this whole thing happened. I mean, yeah, he just ran right into Bartow. Tough hit for Alonso. You see Walker around. And then the 18 and the 70 do this slow spin kind of thing. Selzman here, you see him. He's going to come down, and the 70 of Master is there. And they're going so slow that they just barely spin around. But not too much damage on those guys, but a bunch of damage on Bartow. Bunch of damage on we have a new leader. I just got completely misshuffled. I'm sorry. Duthit, Master, Bartow, and Walker, all with major damage. And then I realized, when I was going through and telling you guys who was majorly involved in that crash, I saw that we had a different leader. I'm like, how did that happen? Well, we'll find out. Let's replay the race back to the line, and I'm not entirely sure how Garrett Zenor lost his lead. Okay, so we were following Nicholas Gratton when all this was happening. They're taking lap 20, and LJ Mills with a great run to the inside of Garrett Zenor. And because of that, Mills was able to clear him down the backstretch, and Dalio also had a hole here, and Dalio's going to be second on the restart. Anyways, LJ Mills, this was the race back to the line. It was won by the 42, and LJ Mills, the new leader here at Boston. So let's get to the restart here at the Boston International Speedway into Totino's Pizza Rolls 250. If you thought that first restart was chaos, it's probably going to be even more chaos this time. You got Nicholas Gratton and Tyler Selzman both a lap down. And that crash was good for Nicholas Gratton. He's going to gain a few positions because of that, but he's still deep in the field. And Turner should still be up here. He's running 6th right now. But anyway, leader is LJ Mills, and it's Matt Dalio, Garrett Zenor, Nick Pericles, Dean Wicker, Jesse Turner, Davey Johnson, Max Newworth, who might be a championship contender. I'm not sure. Well, they're basically still all in the championship. Then it's Jacob Reed Bongsinor. Wow, where did he come from? He's running 10th. And that is the top 10. Well, the leaders get around the lapped cars very easily, but the lapped cars will get in the way of somebody here. And you see Gaju trying to get underneath of Bongsinor. He's going to get stuck behind Selzman. Now, Selzman is going even slower than Nicholas Gratton here. And we're following these guys for a reason, and Bongsinor hard in the wall with the 18 of Selzman, Seth Cole, and Eric Gallmanhart, and John Hart, and Kevin Gandara. Another one. Justin Roberts also involved. Race back to the line. Zenor's going to take second back from Dalio, but it is still LJ Mills out front. We really need to get these lap cars out of here. We really do. And yeah, we're going to restart within 10 laps to go, so that's a good thing. Those lap cars will not be starting on the inside now, this next restart, because within 10 laps to go, lap cars cannot start on the inside. That is a tough break for all those guys, especially Bongsinor. Now, Bongsinor, he's moving his way up in the points. He has 3 wins this season, and he was running in the top 10. And he got him the Selzman. I'm telling you. And those lap cars, they're going a lot slower than the rest of these guys. And they're trying to get around them, and they just can't do it. It just doesn't work. You see Selzman. Now, this is actually Selzman's fault. Selzman just runs right into him, and the madness ensues. Seth Cole got a lot of damage. So did Season 1 champion Eric Gallmanhart, who Actually, he's up here in points. I mean, he's also a championship contender. He has a shot at this championship. You got to think, too. I mean, the champion last year, this really doesn't have much to do with this race, but the champion last year in the Turkey Hill Series, which was Eric Almenart, Almenart was third in points heading into the finale race. In the Napa Truck Series, the champion Cameron Gaju was fourth in points heading into the finale race. So, definitely a lot can happen in the finale race. But you want to make sure you're in a good position before that finale race so that you can win the championship. And it's races and crashes like this that really shape it. And it was a tough hit for the 52. But right here, the 18 just drives right into the 01. I'll go for a different angle here. I've never tried the TV2 cam here at Boston. And Boston might have gotten into him, and you just see everything that happens there. Roberts, Gandara, John Arndt, Seth Cole, the 29 of Almenhart, and of course Alex Bonsignor, who is the only three-time winner this season. The only three-time winner last season, as far as I know, I could be wrong, was Eric Almenhart, and he was the champion. But with this crash, Bonsignor is not going to have too good of a chance of winning the championship. We're going to go on board with him here in the 01. And that 18, it looks like the 18 just comes right up on him. And he got rear-ended as well. Just a horrible crash. Now, we don't really normally crash this frequent at Boston. But when we do crash, it's big. Let's just consider it the most interesting track in the world. Some of you might get that, some of you might not. Most of you probably will get that. But anyways, Almenhart and Seth Cole both with the most damage in this one. And here, we're going to go on board with him because he got a pretty bad hit on this 01. Right there. That was massive. And then the 29 as well. Also involved. But anyways, we're going to have ourselves a good restart because this time we should be able to race it to the end without crashing. You got those guys, those lap cars, if there are going to be any, they're going to be starting at the end of the field. So if they do happen to come and play with the race, they're going to come and play with the leaders, and that's always interesting when that happens. Anyways, we shouldn't have too many more laps to go in this race. LJ Mills is the leader, and we'll get to the restart here at Boston right now. So when we restart, it will be 8 laps to go in the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250 at Boston. LJ Mills is the leader, followed by Garrett Sinor, Matt Dalio, Nick Pericles, and Dean Wickard. Then it is Jesse Turner in the number 39, Davey Johnson, Max Newirth. He's a lap down. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the end of the field. But he's going to be in the middle of all this, so he might end up with another quick caution here. But Jacob Reed and Cameron Gaju as well. Now this time, instead of following Nicholas Gratton and seeing what happens, we're going to follow the lead because that is the most important thing. LJ Mills. Garrett Sonor came close to possibly getting to the inside of him, but he was not able to do it. Remember, Garrett's... I'm not going to say it. Here comes Dalio in the 1, trying to get to the inside of the 55. He's not going to be able to do it. This 55 with a great run. Sidnor trying to get to the inside of LJ Mills. He's going to do it. The pole sitter trying to take the lead back from the 42. He's got a good run to the inside. And with 7 laps to go, new leader Garrett Sinor in the number 55. Here comes Matt Dalio in the 1, though. Dalio trying to get a good run to the inside, trying to catch up to this 55. The 1 might have a shot. Will Dalio get to the inside? No, he won't. Sinor's going to remain out front. Dean Wickard has moved himself up to 4th place in the number 62. Jesse Turner inside the top 5 now. I think the race for the win is between the 55, the 1, and the 42. Don't think anybody else is going to get it. It is now 5 laps to go here at Boston. Sinor still out front, trying to get his 9th career win on Napa Fan. Matt Dalio in the 1, running 2nd, falling back slightly. Sinor pulling away. Here comes Mills in the 42 with help from the 62. You know what? This 62 has a strong car. The 62 might be a factor in this game, in this race. It's not a game, it's a race. But Jesse Turner has a good run to the inside, and Turner looking to grab another point. This is going to be for 4th. 3 to go here at Boston for Garrett Sinor in the 55. He started on the pole. He lost the lead midway through the race, but he got it back late. And will he be able to close this thing out? Nicholas Grattan has fallen to the end of the field. He will not be a factor in this race. He shouldn't be, at least. I do not think our leaders are going to catch up to him. 2 laps to go here in the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250. It's been a rather long race here, but we're going to end it here shortly. It's going to be the white flag for Garrett Sinor this time. One more time around the Boston International Speedway for 2nd place. LJ Mills underneath the one of Matt Dallio. And this is only going to help the 55 of Garrett Sinor stay out front. So now I think it's pretty safe to say it. It has been since August since Garrett Sinor has won. But in 3 months' time, he's finally going to win. LJ Mills came close. He got a great run there. But Garrett Sinor will win here at Boston after a 3-month losing streak. Almost 3-month losing streak here on NAPAFan. And that is his 3rd career Turkey Hill Series win. He won at Road America and Phoenix in season number 1. He's going to win here at Boston in season number 2. Oh, yeah. You know what? We got time. Let's review it. So this actually happened on the cool-down lap. My goodness. Okay, they're starting to stack up here. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gandara, Roberts, and Garlington all decided to arc a break there at the end. Sorry, I'm really goofing up a lot today. But yeah, that's just embarrassing. But nonetheless, their finishes will remain. But yeah, come on, guys. You can do better than that. Anyways, Garrett Sinor, the winner of the Totino's Pizza Rolls 250 at Boston. It's a good win for him. And bring some more morale to him. I mean, come on, it's been since early August since he has won here on NAPAFan. But finally, in late November, he's going to get one done and win here in the Turkey Hill Series. There have only been 2 series he's won in. He's got 5 career wins in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and this was his 3rd career win in the Turkey Hill Series. He's really good in those 2 series. He's raced in every single Truck Series race, but he really hasn't done anything over there. And nonetheless, one of the best drivers we have here on NAPAFan, and he just got his 8th career win. And take a look at the rest of the results right there. And then Nicholas Grattan, he's going to finish 29th, so he's not going to lose as many positions as we thought he would. But still, he lost a lot of points in this race because Jesse Turner, who was 2nd coming into this race, finished in 4th. Trey Bartow, who was 3rd coming into this race, finished 38th, so he's only going to lose points to the 16 of Nicholas Grattan. And not a good day for him. Not a good day. Well, actually, you know what? Sam Medea did a good job. I really wasn't focusing on him. I knew he was slightly involved in that 2nd crash there. But Nicholas Sam Medea doing a decent job in that 7. He might still be part of this. Henry Lace, he's 19th. The other championship contender. Well, there might not be another one. Oh, it was Stapleton. Man, why did I forget Stapleton? Now, Stapleton might have been involved in something here. I don't see him. Oh, there he is, 13th, right ahead of Sam Medea. So those guys, they all kind of did a good job. But we're just going to have to see. We only have 4 races left until the finale. And it is still anybody's game here in the Turkey Hill Series for this championship. So thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Garrett Sinor for winning. And here are the points for the Turkey Hill Series. I will see you guys later.